Cody's secret scheme to hold on to Christine is revealed. This man needs to leave her alone. See, I told you, Cody has unresolved feelings about Christine, and that's what we're going to discuss on today's show. And we are going over it all. I need to give you some historical context. We have to analyze and dissect some of the old footage. We are diving deep into this, y'all. So, are you guys ready? Let's go.
Such a teenage drama.
This was not the way it was supposed to go.
He's not talking to me about it, so I think I'm gonna have to lawyer up.
Blame yourself if I don't love you, okay?
Welcome to IQ Live, a place where we are obsessed with pop culture and reality TV. There are a slew of topics I cover on my channel, so definitely check them out. But for now, it's Sister Wife season. We have a lot to discuss, a lot to challenge, and a lot to analyze, and we're going to do it all together. We're reading your comments, we're taking your calls, discussing this as a group. So are you guys ready? Let's get into it. Hello, my beautiful people. It is so good to see you. Happy Friday. We have a lot to discuss today. Buckle in. It is going to be an amazingly great show. And I'm so glad that you're here. I see everyone in chat. Good morning. I see a lot of good mornings in chat. Good morning to you. This was Samantha that commented on this yesterday when this went up. I'm so ready for tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is here. Happy Friday, Samantha. And I hope that you're in chat. If not, then we'll see you on the replay. Darlene was number 1. We got Princess of Crazy People, number 3. Belly Buttons was number 7. Ashley, number 8. Renee, number 15. Yes, I hope my internet doesn't glitch out either. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see everyone. We got like number 13. Man, we have a lot of them. Like number 20. Thank you. Thank you. Darlene has been throwing out the gifted memberships. Thank you, Darlene, for 1, 2. That is so awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, this is good. Darlene, thank you. Try to fix Google settings. I had that problem. Really? Okay, you got to tell me what I need to fix. Like, just update it. Like, let me know, Darlene. Thank you. And good morning to you. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the gifted memberships, Darlene. That is so sweet. And yeah, if you have any other information on the Google settings, let me know. Okay, so Cody is more insane than we ever thought that he was going to be. Okay, this is so insane what you guys kind of let me know about yesterday. I did my research. We got the clips. So this is going to be really, really good. Okay. So remember when Mary said that she was getting released from the church? Well, Cody had a lot to say. He was trying to be secretive in the show, but there was someone who basically divulged more. She is a daughter of the AUB leadership that Cody was speaking to that released Mary. Cody didn't want to tell us on the show, but guess what? We found out anyway. And what it is it's all about Christine. This man is obsessed with Christine. I'm going to give you my theories. I'm going to tell you why I say that. He had a rage-filled rant towards the AUB members that we are going to go over. We have the clips that are discussing it. It's going to be a good time. So it may not be a long one. It may not be a long time, but it's going to be a good time. Okay. So depending on how long we get through this, I do have a special, by the way, music video for you. We got a brand new one. I will let you know. Actually, should I? No, you know what? I'm not even going to tell you the name of it. You'll just see it when it happens. So stay tuned for that. And let's just get into this. Okay. Let's get into this. So basically, and I want to make sure that I have the name correct. Give me 1 second. Let me find it. The woman, her channel name is something like 411. Or is it 411? 44. Hold on. Notes to self 444. Okay. She is the daughter of the AUB member. Okay. So we're going to be listening to what she has to say here in a second, but let me just get this ready. Let me get this ready. All right. Let's go back. Let's go back to this. Kody hinting. Okay. This is Kody hinting that something happened during the call with Mary's release, but he doesn't want to tell us what it is. So let's just start with that.
Robin and I were driving home, and I got a phone call from the church leader who said, "We've given Mary a release." And he said a few other things that I don't want to necessarily disclose that sort of upset me. And he said a few other things that I don't want to necessarily disclose that sort of upset me.
It didn't just sort of upset him, chat, okay? It did not just upset him. He was livid, and we are going to go over it. So first, let's do this one. Let's go back in time. And I think that this is important because he makes it seem like he didn't care, but he does. Mary lets him know, hey, we're going to, this is, I'm going to do this. And he doesn't have time for one thing, but he sure as hell makes time for another. You'll know what I mean in a second. Let's watch Mary explain this.
I texted Cody and I said, hey, I went ahead and started the process. In 2 weeks, if you want to, give any input, have anything to do with it or whatever. And he never responded to my text.
Okay. Well, he might not have responded to that, but he definitely responded in this phone call that we're about to listen to. Or, well, we're not going to listen to the phone call, but we're going to listen about the phone call, if that makes sense. We're going to know more about the phone call. Okay. So this woman notes, hold on, let me get it right. It is notes to self 444. Notes to self 444 explains her father's role, okay, in the church. So let's just hear this about her dad's background because I think it's important.
The leader in the leadership.
Okay, so that's her. That is her. Notes to self 444. Okay, so she's about to talk about her dad's role. Okay.
He's the leader in the leadership that counseled them from the very beginning of the show before they ever did the show.
Okay. So that's really interesting. It's not just that he didn't know about them. He knew about them even before the show started. So I think that adds a lot of context. This guy obviously has historical knowledge on the ins and outs of what's going on. Maybe just a cursory view, maybe not, every day-to-day thing, but that I thought was really interesting. All right. So here's more about her dad's background.
Was your dad surprised that one of Cody's wives asked for a release, or was he predicting it? No, he already pretty much predicted
So
that was coming.
he must be watching
He's
a lot
not
more of the series.
He's not, but the family is. Well, he might, but I really don't think my dad would bother with it. To be honest, throughout the years, my dad's been the one that's counseled this entire family throughout the whole entire thing, and he knew way before they got to this point.
Okay. So the reason that her voice, I slowed everything down because I really wanted to, a lot of times when people speak fast, at least for me, I really want to know word for word what they're saying. So I did slow it down a little bit just so that we hear every single thing that she's saying. So I found that really interesting. Basically she was like, listen, he doesn't watch the show. Maybe he does, but not really. He kind of knows some of the ramblings. I don't think my dad knows about it, to be honest. Okay, but throughout the years he's counseled them. Okay, so that gives a little bit of context, right? I think that it does. Okay, so now let's go into, Mary is talking about this. Just go back to, you know what I want to do? I want to grab this. I want to grab Mary. Let's get Mary talking about how hard this was for her.
It was a very, very hard conversation. hurt in meaning heartbreaking, because this is not what I wanted to do. This is not what I intended when I married Cody.
Yeah, of course not. Like, that has to be devastating. He couldn't even pick up the phone to call her back or text her back, right? But as soon as the church calls, he's all about it. He's all about it. We're going to hear all about that in a second. Okay, before we go on, let's hear a little bit more about the AUB leadership and the pre-meeting. So before Mary drove up, because we saw her in the car driving, texting Cody, there was a pre-meeting that the AUB leader had with Mary. So let's just listen to that part.
My dad did call. It was funny because when Cody said that last night, I got a call from the church leaders. I'm like, oh, I know who that was. That was my dad. And I just happened to talk to my dad the next day and asked him what had happened. I'm like, and he's like, well, because he told me he was going to meet with Mary. He's like, yeah, Mary's coming up here. We're going to talk this next week. And she's seeking a release. And he's like, right now, I'm absolutely going to give it to her. There's no question about it. So he told me that before he ever even met with Mary.
Isn't that really fascinating? I find that so fascinating. The AUB leader, he knew even beforehand, even before the women came up or Cody came up, that he was going to give them a release. Chat, that's kind of crazy. That's crazy. They didn't really even have to plead their case. They know, basically, because that family represents a big part of their, maybe they shouldn't, but it does. They're the most public family that had associations with the AUB, right? So I'm sure they kind of know everything that's going on. And they obviously don't agree with what Cody is doing either. And and this is a man in leadership saying that. That's part of the religion, that believes in the religion, that believes in this doctrine. And he doesn't like how Cody has been behaving. Do you know what I mean? I find that fascinating. Okay, so let's keep going. So let's get a little bit more context to remember Cody being angry, but he doesn't want to tell the public. He didn't want to tell me. He didn't want to tell you. He didn't want to tell any of us. He didn't want to tell our group. No one about why he was upset. So let's just go back to this because we're about to find out. I just want to go back to Cody right here, basically brushing this off. I'm going to go back. Let's listen to this again.
Given Mary a release. And he said a few other things that I don't want to necessarily disclose that sort of upset me. And he said a few other things that I don't want to necessarily disclose that sort of upset me.
Okay, so that sort of upset him. Here is more context about some of the things behind the scenes about what Cody was upset about. Are you guys ready? Because, wow, I was gooped and gagged when I heard this. Listen to this.
He was pretty upset on that phone call. He was not happy. He was getting all angry with my dad. My dad is he doesn't really give a shit if you're upset or not. He will just tell you exactly how it is, and that's it. And then he walks away. He doesn't really care. He tries to be sensitive, but at the same time, if it's business that he's conducting, it's business that he's conducting. And I'm pretty sure that phone call probably was very business directed. So I can only imagine it wasn't as compassionate as maybe it could have been. My dad just doesn't have a lot of compassion when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Interesting, right? So Mary texted him a week before. He ignores her call. And I just want to go to this again. As soon as, he was driving with Robin. Let's just listen to this. He was driving with Robin and he picked up the phone immediately.
So Robin and I were driving home and I got a phone call.
Okay, so he got a phone call from the church leader, but he had a whole week to respond to Mary. Couldn't do it. But when the church called, immediately he picks up the phone and he's livid. I want to play this part just one more time in the beginning.
Pretty upset on that phone call.
He was not happy. He was getting all angry about my dad. So interesting, right? So what was he pissed about? What do you think that Cody was pissed about? Well, it's all about Christine. And here is my theory. We're going to listen to it. It's all about Christine. Go figure. What? How? Shouldn't we have known this? I'm telling you, I've been telling you guys forever that Cody has this obsession with Christine. And I still don't think, even to this day, that it's gone away. I'm sorry. There are unresolved feelings there. I don't care what you guys say. That is what I believe. All right, here we go. Let's listen to this. Here's the coup de grace.
Without going into a lot of it, I will say this. When he called him, he wasn't even upset about Mary. He was upset. He instantly changed the subject from Mary to Christine and was basically just threatened and said, "You better not give Christine a release. I've done."
Okay. What? Can we tap that back for a second? What? Seriously? Oh my gosh. That is so, okay. Number one, that is so insulting to Mary. I feel so bad for Mary. Okay. He doesn't even respond to your text. When he picks up immediately for the church leader. And when he's on the phone, he doesn't even want to talk about Mary's divorce. He doesn't even want to talk about Mary's divorce. He just wants to talk about Christine. Isn't that ridiculous? I would be livid. Hold on. I think, let's see. Do I have Cody just being a complete jerk to Mary? Where is that? I'm trying to find it where Cody was just he was so mean. Oh, I think. Yep, here it is. This is basically
Every time I was with her, she wasn't nice. She wasn't fun. She wasn't kind. She wasn't interesting. I'm trying to be curious with her, and I'm bored.
Every time I was with her, she wasn't nice.
Oh my gosh, I just can't. This man, like, I feel so bad for Mary. He never has anything nice to say about her. And it's so funny because he thinks that everyone else crap talks her or him. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, all right, what? Okay, thank you, Wendy. Thank you. Hold on one second. Okay. What? Give me a second. Let's do this. I don't even know which. Let's do this one.
You say I'm not the baddest if you lie. It's my fault that I'm out here getting loose. Gotta blame it on the goose. Gotta blame it on my juice.
Okay. Thank you, Wendy. Wendy for the $5 super chat said, did you hear that Gwen got hit by a car and she called Cody? He flat out ignored the call. Then Janelle dropped everything. Then Janelle had to drop everything. What? What do you mean? Is she okay? Did this just happen? Let your girl know. Did this just happen? That is insane. What do you mean that he didn't call her? Never responded. Really? I'm in shock. Like, what? No wonder. You know what? Wendy, hold on. I'm trying to see. Do you have anything else to say, Wendy? I'm trying to look just to make sure. Was there anything else? Yes, Princess of Crazy People. I agree. Wendy A, that's just sad. It breaks my heart. No way, poor Gwen. Not sure about the date. Okay, it had to have happened recently, I'm assuming. Oh, Becky said no, it happened a while back. Well, I could see this festering and stewing and festering to where Christine has had enough. You know what, Wendy? You've inspired me. Now is the time for the world premiere of our music video, our latest music video. Are you guys ready? I hope that you like it. Wendy, this is like the perfect timing for this. I appreciate it. Let's do this. This is the world premiere of the newest song, Deadbeat. Are you guys ready?
Tell the whole world. Tell the world. and then go hang out with your buddy Christine.
Each describe Cody in 3 words.
Just 3.
Yes.
Deadbeat.
Okay.
Dad. Sorry, that's 2, but deadbeat dad and deadbeat, he is selfish. Deadbeat.
You haven't seen one of them for a year.
Deadbeat.
This is about a deadbeat dad.
You're hurting this family,
Deadbeat.
no one else. You're not loyal, just like your mother. And I was like, okay.
Why are you angry with your children?
You
haven't seen 2 of them for 5 months.
Deadbeat.
I'm going to move forward and find happiness and joy outside of my club.
Each describe Cody in 3 words.
Just 3.
Yes.
Deadbeat.
Okay.
Dad. Sorry, that's 2, but deadbeat dad and
The rest of
deadbeat.
the kids don't really have much of any kind of connection with him.
Deadbeat.
You haven't seen one of them for a year.
Deadbeat.
This is about a deadbeat dad.
Deadbeat.
Why are you angry with your children?
You a deadbeat.
Deadbeat. He is selfish. Deadbeat.
He seems to be sort of like, I don't know, like the reality is bewildering to him, kind of.
Deadbeat.
Divorced, and then the father just goes
Deadbeat.
MIA.
A deadbeat dad speaks from prison and explains the question so many people are asking. What went wrong?
Dang it. Okay, so I see that it's getting a little grainy. That is what happens when we live stream. So hopefully we'll try to play it again when the when Ruth Carroll said she's dancing. We're gonna try to play it again when the pixelation is better. So you guys, will you stay on top of that for me? Let me know when it's not as grainy and I will play it again. Okay, that's what the internet is doing. Okay, did you guys like it? Okay, so uh-oh. No. You guys can hear me though. Okay. The internet's a little bit slow, but that's okay. Okay, Ellie said, I love the Dr. Phil collab. Ruth said that she's dancing. Okay, you guys were liking it. Okay. I love it. Yeah. So let me know when if you guys could. Someone please have that job for me. Let me know when it's not as grainy, and we'll play that again later. Okay. So let's keep going. I want to go back to Cody just being a complete jerk. Okay.
And nothing.
I'm gonna go back again.
Without going into a lot of it, I will say this. When he called him, he wasn't even upset about Mary. He was upset. He instantly changed the subject from Mary to Christine.
Okay, chat. Before I get onto my tirade, I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think? Why do you think that he was so pissed about Christine? Why do you think he wanted to talk about Christine? I want to do this as a group. I want to know what you think. Let me just do the question. And it doesn't even have to be a poll question. It's just going to be a question. Why did Cody want to talk about Christine and not Mary? Here is my question. I'm just going to be randomly picking comments. Darlene, thank you. Darlene, thank you for the $5 super chat. Oh yeah, IQ with the beats. Play Monty Python. Okay, I have a request still from yesterday. Okay, Darlene, I got you. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. Okay, Darlene, give me a second. I'm going to put that on the back burner, but I will play it at the end, okay? So thank you so much for that. Coming up, that is on the playlist for later, so you guys stay tuned. And there's another one from yesterday that we still haven't done, but my internet conked out. So anyway, okay, let me go back to, thank you, Darlene. Let me go back to the comments. Why do you think, where is it? Where'd it go? There it is. Why do you think that Cody wanted to talk about Christine to leadership and not Mary? I'm going into the comment section right now. Okay, Dish said Cody is angry at Christine because she left on her own terms, not his. Okay, fair. That is fair. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's interesting. Mama Cat said he's still worried about the celestial kingdom and needs at least 3 wives. That's a really fair point. That's a very fair point. Like that. I like that. Okay. I'm going to highlight that for later. I think that's what I'm thinking, Sarita. That's what I'm thinking. Sarita said, I wouldn't be surprised if he is still in love with Christine. That is my theory. We're going to talk about that in a second, but we are thinking along the same lines, Sarita. Agreed. This is the same thing that Dis basically said. Because he left Mary, but Christine left him. Excellent point. Definitely could be. Mama Cat, I think you said that before, right? Sorry, I'm highlighting your comment again. Heather D said because he beat her down emotionally, that he is still in shock she left. Could be. Could be. Christine, Michelle Henry said Christine dealt a fatal blow to his precious ego. Yes, could be. Definitely. All right. Oh, we got a like number 88 up in here. Thank you, Leo Lion. What like number are you? Please let us know in the chat and in the comment section. And thank you so much for supporting the channel, liking the videos. This keeps me going. This keeps me pumped. Okay, this keeps me motivated. I love that you love being here, and it just motivates me to keep going. So thank you guys so much. Okay, I like this. Fifi said, Christine leaving the burst his bubble. I don't think it has anything to do with the church. I think since Christine left, he realized he did actually love her. Now he's stuck with, never mind. We know what you're talking about. I see you, Fifi. We see you. Okay. I love that. I love that. Okay, so here is what I think. Here is really what I think. Okay. Here's why I think that Cody wanted to talk about Christine. Actually, no, we got to keep going. Never mind. Let me tell you. We're going to hear what he wanted to talk about with the church leaders, and then I'll go into my theory. Okay, let's just do it that way. Let's keep going.
And was basically just threatened and said, you better not give Christine a release. I've done nothing to deserve this. And my dad was heartbroken over that. He did say to her, that, hey, you know, I just released your wife. Are you not even sad?
That is so pathetic. But we're going to go back to that Cody could care less about Christine, but he's so focused on this. He instantly changed it, right?
He instantly changed the subject from Mary to Christine and was basically just threatened and said, you better not give Christine a release. I've done nothing to deserve this.
You better not give Christine a release. Well, let me tell you my theory on that. Do you know why I think that Cody is you know why I think that Cody really didn't want Christine to be released? I think he thought, because this is at this point, Christine, remember, there's so many different timelines. We're talking about the present, we're talking about the past, certain things have happened like midway. But what we're talking about right now is this event, Mary being released, it happened, I think, like a year ago, year and a half ago, something like that. At that time, I don't think that Cody, oh my gosh, you guys, wow. Thank you, Darlene. Darlene said 309 watching, but 97 likes. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Darlene. That is so nice of you. Let's just do a little. You know what, Darlene? You've been awesome. Let's do this one.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts.
You're welcome, Darlene. Thank you so much for that. That was very sweet. Lauren said, celebrating my new job. I love the show, IQ. Well, congratulations on the new job. That's amazing. And I'm assuming celebrating your new job. No, you probably didn't start today, but I'm sure you started recently. That is amazing. You guys put some love in the chat for Sharon Crow for her new job. We're wishing you the best. I hope it stays amazing. You know, it's so funny with jobs, like, and I hope it doesn't happen. Like, it's so amazing in the beginning, and then like a year from now, you're like, okay, get me out of here. What I'm hoping is that doesn't happen. I hope this is your dream job and you want to stay forever, because that always makes things so much more amazing. Let's see. Let's do this one.
I'm challenged with my relationship with Janelle right now, but I think, once we get some things worked out, we'll be fine.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Thank you, Lauren, and happy Friday. Happy Friday. Tracy's Fractured Ribs and More. Thank you for gifting a membership. That is so sweet. Thank you for supporting the channel. Always appreciate it. Always appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, I just think that with Cody, at this point, he still believed in the religion. That's what I'm thinking. And I think that he wanted to be with Christine eternally. That's just what I think. I think that he's like, to hell, like, please release me. I don't want Mary to be with me. I can't stand to be with her in a room. Remember what he said. What he said. Can you imagine? Okay, just think if it, this is Cody. Imagine him thinking about this. This is horrible. Seriously, it's horrible, but it's laughable at the same time, because I bet you the horror that he was thinking about, if he had to be bound to her spiritually for eternity, if he's already bored with her, if he already hates being around her. Let's just go think of this in the terms of him being stuck with Mary eternally. These thoughts in his head again.
She wasn't nice. She wasn't fun. She wasn't kind. She wasn't interesting. I'm trying to be curious with her, and I'm bored.
Okay, so could you imagine putting that into the context of being eternally with someone, bound forever? I'm sure he was. Right, Sarah Kay? Like, that, I think, is what he's talking about. This is just my conspiracy, my beliefs, how I feel. And I think that this was his way of trying to bind Christine to be with him together forever. He's obsessed. I'm telling you, Cody, I think he puts on a good game. And yes, I'm not saying that he loves anyone more than himself, but whatever that man in his brain is capable of loving, even if it's like that one iota, even if it's not normal people, like a normal level of love, like that, well, do you know what I mean? How most people love people. That's what I'm trying to say. Even though his is like very skewed, obviously, I still feel like he is in love with Christine. I think he always has been, but he's used that against her. I think he liked to make her feel insignificant. I think he liked to make her feel like Robin was better than her. I think that he liked that power over her. But I think I promise you, if somehow there was like this magic genie and he could go in a room with them, and like he could have one of his wishes be, I would go back in time and I would change this. He would still want Christine back in his life. I bet you he would do everything in his power to keep her. Actually, isn't that kind of an amazing poll question? Hold on a second. Now I need to know, because maybe I'm rambling, but I want to know. If Cody could change the past, and here I go capitalizing everything again, change the past, would he do everything in his power to keep Christine? That is my question, and I think it's a good one. Okay, poll is up. Poll is up. And I want to know what you guys think. Okay, poll. Here it is. I need you guys to vote. If Cody could change the past, would he do everything in his power to keep Christine? I think you guys know that I would vote yes. He could talk a good game all he wants, that he never loved them. Bruised ego. I don't believe it for a second. I call BS, Cody. I call BS. But then again, maybe that's just me. So I need you guys to vote. We're going to keep this poll up. I really want to know what you think. What do you guys think? What say you? I say that that's what's going on with him. I think he's trying everything. He wants to, even if Christine leaves him, and actually that would be interesting. I have a question. If there's anyone that knows intimate knowledge of AUB, if Christine, even if she did marry and they never are spiritually unbound, I know that Christine doesn't care about it, but if Cody did believe in it, in that belief system, would Christine still be bound to him in eternal life? Like, I would love to know that. I would love to know that. Let me know. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. I want to go back to the poll. How are we doing? Oh my gosh, I can't believe you guys are agreeing with me right now. Okay, 63% say yes. That's so fascinating. Okay, the poll is, I'm going to end the poll. Or should I leave it up for a little while? You know what? Let me leave it up for a little while. But right now, it's 64%. Okay. That's really fascinating. Let me do this. 64% say if Cody could change past, he would do everything in his power to keep Christine. There we go. Okay. 64%. We're going to leave the poll up, but I find that actually very interesting. Let's keep going, you guys. Let's keep going. By the way, is oh, Kismet, here we go. Here we go. Let's do, what haven't we done in a while? What haven't we done? Here's a good one.
I hope everybody enjoys their Thanksgiving.
Here's Johnny.
Thank you so much, Kismet, for the $4.99 super chat, Kismet, and for being a member. You're getting a lot of likes on your comment. Cody just figured out that the hand that rocks the cradle is the hand that rules the world. He didn't know how much her leaving would cost him. Yeah, that is true. That is seriously, I might have to hold on to that one. That is so true. He didn't realize how much power Christine had. I agree. But also the whole eternity thing, I think that like, yeah, it's just this weird obsession between the two. The dynamics is just so crazy, don't you think? All right, let's keep on going.
My dad was heartbroken over that. He did say to her, that, hey, I just released your wife. Are you not even sad? And no, he showed no remorse, no emotion, no upsetness about it. He just went straight on to being upset about Christine.
Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so Mika said, be cautious not to say he doesn't believe and only say that he is questioning. I thought that he didn't believe in the religion anymore, Mika. So correct me if I'm wrong. Or maybe I'm reading that wrong. Be cautious not to say he doesn't believe and only say he is questioning. I thought he said he was like, he's done with the faith. But anyway, let me know. Thank you, Sarah Kay, for the 99-cent super sticker. And Sandra, thank you so much for becoming part of our gang. By the way, you now have access to all of our amazing emojis. And the more members we get, the more we can use. So please start using them freely, by the way. Okay, from what I'm seeing, it looks like it's not grainy anymore. Does it look grainy to you, guys, the feed? I feel like my internet is being okay. So maybe we could try that music video again. What do you guys think? Put a 1 in the chat if it's not grainy anymore. Let me know. Let me know. What are you guys thinking? It's not. Put a 1 in the chat if it's not grainy. Put a 2 in the chat if it is. Because I would like to play that again with it actually in its full glory. Looks good to me. Oh, Mika, previous comment expanded. Hold on. Mika, I'm trying to go back. Mika. Or is it Micah? Sorry. Micah or Mika? Let me go back. Oh, I don't think it's picked up yet. Hold on. Okay, 11111. Good. Mika. Previous comment expanded. Do I have to go back up? Oh, I don't see anymore. Oh, here it is. Sorry, got it. A friend of mine that is practicing polygamist in AUB said if she doesn't seek a release through the church and he still believes, yes, their souls would be bound. She said that's why. Oh, see, that's what I was thinking. It's like a crazy. I need to keep that. Yeah. I'm telling you, he has this weird scheme. He's obsessed. I'm sorry, but he's obsessed with her. Okay, so since the feed is better, I see a lot of 1s. Let's just go back. Thank you so much, Mika, by the way. Let's go back and let's try Deadbeat again from the beginning with it actually not being grainy.
Tell the whole world. Tell the world. And then go hang out with your buddy Christine.
Each describe Cody in 3 words.
Just 3.
Yes.
Deadbeat.
Okay.
Dad. Sorry, that's 2, but deadbeat dad and deadbeat, he is selfish. Deadbeat.
You haven't seen one of them for a year.
Deadbeat.
This is about a deadbeat dad.
You're hurting this family,
Deadbeat.
no one else. You're not loyal, just like your mother. And I was like, okay.
Why are you angry with your children?
You
haven't seen 2 of them for 5 months.
Deadbeat.
I'm going to move forward and find happiness and joy outside of my club.
Each describe Cody in 3 words.
Just 3.
Yes.
Deadbeat.
Okay.
Dad. Sorry, that's 2, but deadbeat dad and deadbeat.
The rest of the kids don't really have much of any kind of connection with him.
Deadbeat.
You haven't seen one of them for a year.
Deadbeat.
This is about a deadbeat dad.
Deadbeat.
Why are you angry with your children?
You a deadbeat.
Deadbeat, he is selfish. Deadbeat,
He seems to be sort of like, I don't know, like the reality is bewildering to him, kind of.
deadbeat.
Who divorced, and then the father just goes
Deadbeat.
MIA.
A deadbeat dad speaks from prison and explains the question so many people are asking. What went wrong?
Yes. Okay, finally. Okay, that actually looks a lot more clear. Thank you, internet, for letting me at least share that in its full glory. I hope you guys like that. If you did, please like this video. I would really appreciate it. Even if you're watching on the replay, please like. Okay. You think so? Back to Roblox said Cody would seethe at this latest video. LOL. That would be funny. That would be hilarious. And I agree. This is very interesting because this is why I think Cody's crazy obsessed. There is something, I'm telling you, I really do. I think if he could do anything to get Christine back, he would, for many reasons. I'm not saying it's just love, like for his family to treat her better. Like in order for her to stay, he would have to treat her better. And I think he knows deep down that he did do the wrong thing with Robin. And I don't think he ever thought that it would be the way that it was. I think even if Robin had to do it over again, she would realize, wait a second, the power actually isn't with manipulating Cody because he's really not the head. The women are the head of the family. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so just a small town girl said, so you might have gotten away from me now, but wait till eternity. That is beyond psycho. That's what I'm saying, small town girl. That's what I mean. This is so obsessive. That's just what I think. I think that maybe that's still his gotcha. That's like, maybe he won't ever admit it, but like, you know what? Like, she'll be with me eternally. I'm not even going to bring it up anymore. Don't you dare release her. Why wouldn't you? Why did that have to be something that you didn't want to bring up? By the way, can we just go back to this? Why did you hide this from us? Why wouldn't you tell us this?
The church leader who said,
let me just go back.
Robin and I were driving home, and I got a phone call from the church leader who said, we've given Mary a release. And they said a few other things that I don't want to necessarily disclose that sort of upset me. And they said a few other things.
Okay. That sort of upset me. They said a few other things, kind of like you abandoning your wives, and that would probably be grounds to release Christine. Why, Cody? Why, oh, why wouldn't you want the world to know about that? Why wouldn't you want Christine to know about that, right? I find that really interesting. I think out of spite, what Christine should do. Actually, do we have that? There's going to be a clip coming up. I'm pretty sure. Let me just see. Because we're going to keep going. I think that's in there. I'm pretty sure that it's in there somewhere where the notes from 444, notes to self 444 said that her dad told her that if any of the women wanted to get a release from Cody, all they had to do was ask. He would do it, like in a heartbeat. So I feel like out of spite, you guys, I feel like out of spite that Christine and Janelle, girl, Christine, you're in danger, girl, eternally. Eternally, you're in danger. Okay, just make sure that you were released just out of spite. For any of his weird, crazy notions to believe that you're still his wife, like cut ties in every way possible. Physical, imagined, not imagined, real or not, reality or not, in every way, cut ties, okay? So like it is so scary, small town girl. And Sarah Kay said, would Cody say Christine's marriage with David is not real? Probably. Absolutely. Like that, he would be able to argue a technicality. You know what I mean? That's what he'd be able to do. He'd be able to argue a technicality. So, exactly. I agree. It would be cool if Janelle and Christine were both to ask for release. They should do it together. Oh, well, no, they wouldn't be able to film it. Maybe they would. Maybe they could. That would be, well, I don't want to say it would be good for the AUB church, but maybe the exposure. Actually, okay, so I have a pitch to the AUB church. If you thought that putting Sister Wives on was a good exposure, right? When it started, the whole reason when it started, actually, let's just go into that. Before, I feel like I'm all over the place, but not really. We're going to take a little break from Cody and Christine, and I'm going to put it back on the train in a second. But let's listen to this because Notes to Self 444 also talked about the beginning of how Sister Wives was started. This is kind of a bonus clip of how the show came to be. And then I'm going to do my pitch. Okay, so it all weaves in together. Just listen to this first, and then we'll keep going.
I got a hold of the show. From my understanding is Christine worked with one of my other mothers. They all had like this group that they did, one of the Joe Darger's wives, and they all do like a collaboration. I think they wrote a book and stuff. And so they were presented with the shows with the opportunity to do the show. And that's kind of how it came about.
Okay, so my point is that, listen, there was times before where the AUB was fine. They wanted a public showing of the show to give a positive spin on polygamy and AUB. Well, this would also be a positive spin. That's what I'm trying to say, is you should have Mary, and you should have, not Mary. Mary already did it. You should have, oh man, let me go back. Do I have it up? You should have Christine, and you should have Janelle release, and you should film it. Because if that part was filmed, this part could be filmed, and it could show another positive aspect of polygamy, that if women wanted to leave, you are supportive, especially when the husband has abandoned you. That would be positive too for the AUB. So that is my pitch. I think that it should be filmed. That's what I think. Thank you. Heather Rohde is like number 51. I appreciate you adding to our like collection. That is amazing. Thank you so much. All right. We got to keep going though. We got to keep going. This part is heartbreaking. We already saw Cody wants nothing to do with Mary, and Mary's so sad. She's so sad.
Say that it was on the grounds of abandonment. And I know he doesn't like that word because he doesn't feel like he abandoned me.
Here's the part that's sad. Like Mary doesn't get it. Mary's like, Cody was so angry, and he's angry because they said he abandoned me. I don't think that that's what it is. Honestly, sweetheart, I'm so sorry, Mary, but this has nothing to do with you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to say it, but it's true. I'm so sorry. But yeah, this has absolutely nothing to do with you. Cody could care less about you. This has to do with Christine. This has to do with Christine. Maybe if he abandoned one life, then it's going to be grounds to abandon another, including Christine, including Janelle. And also that he was threatening them not to release Christine. I'm so sorry, Mary, but you're being delusional right now. Anytime that you think that this is about you, put either Robin or Christine or Janelle or Cody's own self-interests in the mix. This has absolutely 0% to do with you, and I'm so sorry to say it, but it's just maybe she knows it now, especially after this information's getting out. Maybe she will understand now. Okay, so let's go on to poor
It was a
Mary.
very, very hard conversation. Hard in meaning heartbreaking because this is not what I wanted to do. This is not what I intended when I married Cody.
You know, and it's so sad because he couldn't even, like I said, he couldn't even give her the decent courtesy, just the respect to text her back, not even call her back, but to text her back when she said, hey, I'm going to the church to get released. Like nothing. And you could see how hard this is for her. And the fact that he's still basically making her seem like she's a demon, this monster, that he was afraid of her. It's just it's so manipulative, and it's also so very Cody-like. Do you know what I mean? It just is. So Cody-like. Ooh, let's see. Let's see, Margaret. I see you. What are we going to do? You know what? Let's do...
As long as Mary never behaves any differently, and as long as Robin never behaves any differently, nothing will change.
As long as you don't behave any differently.
I won't behave any differently.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Well, Margaret, you just brought one out of the vault. That was perfect timing. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Margaret said he is permanently narcissistically wounded because the polygamy princess left him. And he is diminished in the eyes of the world and his church. That is so interesting. Doesn't Cody seem to have this complex? He has a very... Right. Okay. So the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior, right? You've heard me say this many times on my channel, and it's just very interesting. His pattern is when he doesn't get something his way, or something's really seriously hurt his ego, he picks up his ball from the playground and he takes it home and he goes away and he pouts. He did that with his family. When they were calling him out saying, you're kind of being a deadbeat dad, he did that with his family. He took his ball away, his time, and he went and he played it at Robin's house, right? But also he's kind of doing that with the religion too. It seems like because even the male leaders, which it seems to be kind of I'm sorry, this is just my opinion, and I'm trying not to be offensive, but just in my opinion, it seems as though the AUB is probably more patriarchal. And if that's the case, you have this patriarchal male that is a leader of the AUB, and even he agrees that Cody's basically kind of being a deadbeat dad and father. So maybe he took his religious playground ball and took that and ran too. So, but you're absolutely right, Margaret. Like, excellent point. And you're right. Like, he just has a very bruised ego. Very bruised ego. Agreed. So agreed with that. Okay. There is. Oh, and here's the best part, right? Christine, I wish that she had known this when she did this confessional, but here is the saving grace, the coup de grace. Christine doesn't believe in this religion anymore, so she shouldn't be bound to it, even if Cody is trying to write her in his basically like will, his his eternal will that he wants her to be right by his side forever and ever and ever. Amen.
Part of that church, and I don't respect any of the leaders of that church, and I don't think they have any say over my life.
You go, Christine. You absolutely go. But that's not what Cody believes. Okay. So yeah, so Cody has this very odd, weird scheme. I just find it very interesting. Okay, let me see. Spicy Plur said, I heard someone suggest the bigger home for the kids and the in-laws, Robin's kids and McKelty with Tony. Idea was so Cody could control Christine's grandchildren, and I totally agree with that. Oh my gosh. You're talking about when they were trying to do the one big home on Coyote Pass, Spicy Plur? That's very fascinating. I did not know that. Someone suggested the bigger home. Well, actually, it's just a theory if they suggested it. Never mind. But that is a very good theory. That's a very good theory. I love this. Margaret Chain. This man is ridiculous. Yes, he is, Margaret. I agree. I agree. Okay, so here's what we need to do. Oh my gosh, did I see a like number 157 up in here? Let's close the poll, by the way. I just saw like Mimi. Thank you. Like number 157. I'm going to go. Polling is closed. Let me go back. Okay, I'm going to close the poll. Yeah, it's basically the same. And the poll ended with, basically it was the same. 64% say that if Cody could change the past, he would do everything in his power to keep Christine. I agree. He could play hardball all he wants now. He could talk a big game. He can make it seem like this isn't bothering him, that he's with his favorite wife ever. I think he would throw that away in a heartbeat to be back where he was. Sorry, just what I believe. And this is from yesterday. I'm so sorry. It gets my internet conked out. So let me do this. This was a super chat request from Sarah K. Sarah, you are in chat, and I didn't forget about you. Sarah wants us to play the Losing My Religion clip. That was from yesterday. Let me find that. Man, it's been a while, right? It's been a while since we've listened to that. Let me find that. I think it's going to be here. Give me a second. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Oh, man. I didn't have any room. Now I need to find it again. Okay. Now it should work.
This turned into a variety show. Like, what would be your theme song?
Losing my religion?
Oh!
That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight. Losing my religion. I thought that I heard you love me. I thought that I heard you sing. Oh no, I said you.
No. You don't answer right now.
Had said enough.
Oh my gosh. You know what we need to do? Okay, I know what our next emoji needs to be. You guys let me know if you think that this is a good idea. I think that we need to have, okay, so we have all these emojis. Once we get more members, we'll have some of these. I want to get the parasite back. Do we have the McMansion? I think we still need the McMansion back, tinfoil hat, maybe Counselor Robin. What about instead of the donkey circling the wagon, what if we do a candle? You know, like at concerts, we could like wave our little candle as music videos play. I think that would be amazing. All right, Darlene, don't worry. I did not forget about you. Let me see. Where is that? Darlene said, where is it? Oh my gosh, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Play Monty Python, and that is what we are going to do. I got you, Darlene. I got you. We're playing all the classics today, right? All right, here we go.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ay, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hate plotting my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information.
So good. I loved all of the requests. That was amazing. Okay, so we might go live on the weekend. I don't know. It seems like everyone likes weekdays better, but who knows? Maybe something random will come up and we'll talk about it. I don't know. But I should be back. I think my internet is starting to work again. So all of my members that are the right level that have access to our Discord, I will be back. I know that you guys already have a good time without me, but I will be back so that we could watch Sister Rides together in Discord. We don't actually watch the show. We just talk about the show live, if that makes sense, while it's happening. So we are going to do that again on Sunday, and then we'll be back live definitely on Monday. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, for the $4.99 sticker. We got to do another one then. Let's see. Let's do this is always a good one, right?
Man, just the knife in the kidneys over all these years. And the sacrifices that I made to love you.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
We love the lies. All right. So what are we going to do? Thank you so much. You guys, thank you so much for being so super generous with the super chats today, with the super stickers, with the memberships, with the comments. My mods, thank you so much for modding. Thank you for everyone for coming. And have a good weekend. Happy Friday, everyone. Stay tuned. Make sure that you have post notifications on because you never know when I'm going to go live. And don't make sure that you have subscribed. Please, please, please. All right. With that being said, we are going to do Double Cody. We're going to play it out with Double Cody, and we're going to play it out with Beer and Skittles. As always, I mean, come on. Let's just do that. You guys, I will see you later. Have a good one. Bye.
Well, I should just be the devil I think I am now.
Walk up in the life. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this bitch like, hey. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, hey. I'm really him. Don't believe me? Come and see me. Got 3 wishes from my genie. Now I'm on your local TV. Y'all on tour. Got demons. Say she wanna come and see me when I'm in a local city. I'm like, pause though. Please step aside so they can see me. And I walk up in this like, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, I'm really him. On God. Walk up in this like, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. I'm the realest from my city. That's on my knee. That's on TV. That's on mamas. Niggas don't believe me. Come and see me. I been dodging all that face. All these niggas working broke, but I been getting paid. All that know me from the street. Flexing for what feature? That's like every other week. Talk behind my back. I kick my feet up, have a seat. Cause at the end of the day, all these watching me as I walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him on God. Walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking about shit like. I'm really him on God. Walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking about shit like. I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this light. Hey. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, hey, I'm really him, hold up.
Cannot figure out why I'm so angry in plural marriage than men do. And I've seen men leave plural marriage feeling like, 5, 6 wives, never feeling like they had been loved. Plural marriage isn't all beer and Skittles.
Beer and Skittles, 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 Skittles. Beer and Skittles, 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 Skittles. Beer and Skittles, 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 Skittles. Beer and Skittles, 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 Skittles.
Not for men.
Not for men. Not for men. Not for men. Not for men. Not for men. Not for men.
I mean, there's a different burden that I don't want to sit here and mansplain to you. It's just obvious that it's difficult. You're going to share your husband? Well, why would you do that? Cody favors Robin. I don't even like her. He never signed a paper. We never agreed. We never went to our church leaders and said, hey, we're divorced.
Cody and I are divorced.
Would they even allow us a divorce? I'm leaving, so we're divorced. Wait a second, you can't do this to me. That's not even a cool statement. She's running to this person, to this person, to this person, to this person. I just call bull. Screw it. I am really upset by this. Wait a second, you can't do this to me. That's not even a cool statement.
For men.
Cody favors Robin. Cody favors Robin. Cody favors Robin. Beer and Skittles, 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 Skittles. Beer and Skittles, 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 Skittles. Beer and Skittles, 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 Skittles. Beer and Skittles, 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 Skittles.
Not for men.
Not for men. Not for men. Not for men. Not for men. Not for men. Not for men.
Cody favors Robin. I don't even like her. I am really upset by this. Plural marriage isn't all beer and Skittles.